What's happening, America? Welcome back to the Savage Patriots, the one and only, the most savage podcast on YouTube. And you're here with your two favorite hosts,
What's
the
up?
Asian Persuasion, Jay Lee, and me, bro, Michael, whatever you want to call me. But
Yes, chef.
the chef, the veteran. I have so many hats, dude. It's just I just go where the wind goes, you know. But today we're going to talk about that incident in Minnesota. Another protester was
Off.
killed. Yeah, I'm trying to be. I'm trying to mess with my zen, Jay. You mess with my zen.
We need to be savage. Come on.
All right,
off.
You can be savage.
All right, fine.
And I'll be the one just to kind of tone it down a little bit
Okay.
when I can. But I'm still gonna rock with you. So Jay said he used the word off. We do off, killed. Everyone has different words for it today. You know, just depends on your perspective. And he's taken out again for what we saw from the video, having a gun and getting into it with, I think they were Border Patrol agents.
Yeah, it was Border Patrol.
With Border Patrol agents. What do you guys say about that?
I mean, again, you got in the way of a federal investigation.
Yeah.
You were there with a firearm that you did not notify said law enforcement officers of.
Mm-hmm.
They found it, and from what I'm gathering, that makes you a credible threat to their life, regardless of, you know, whether or not he was intending to use it or not. He had it, and then he got in, and well,
and with you saying that, if you have a license to carry, and you go to protest an organization, and you're pro, you know, activist, and you're against what's happening with the ICE agents and the DHS and all these agencies, and you go to this protest with a weapon, what do you think your intentions could be?
Well, I mean,
or who would he be defending himself from? If he's with the group that is protesting, who is that weapon used to defend himself against?
The people he's protesting against. And if it's ICE, he's gonna be shooting at ICE.
So do you think he holstered that weapon with good intentions or bad intentions, just in case intentions? Or did he go there just for typical self-defense, you know, from other protesters? We don't know, right?
Yeah, I don't want to ascribe motive to the guy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you went there with a gun, you knew the consequences, and you decided it was in your tactical best interest to get in the way of it.
Yeah. You know that term, impact versus intent.
Right.
What was your intent when you holster it? Like, I've been to many protests when I was living in Texas. And Antifa was there. I mean, just all types of radical groups. I could have carried Texas. I could have carried, but I didn't take a weapon to those protests. For that exact reason. For one, officers wouldn't know who I was, what I was doing with that weapon at the time. Was I there to harm them, or was I there to harm the counter protesters?
Right.
So, you know, if you're showing up to protest with weapons, you have to put yourself in these officers' place. They've been getting attacked for the last, few months.
Yeah.
They've been getting hit by cars. They've been getting drugged. They've been getting beat up. They've been getting their vehicles broke into. They've been getting docked. I mean, everything that these guys are going through. And they're up there. They're hyper vigilant. They're on alert. And they run into a guy and he has a weapon on his hip.
Yeah.
Now we can assume what we want, but we got to put ourselves in the officer's shoes too, or any officer or any law enforcement at that moment. If you're wrestling a guy, even regular cops on the street, they got a guy, they're wrestling the guy, they see him fidgeting around, reaching for something, what usually ends up happening?
Well, I mean, if we are to look at it from the perspective of the officer and you see that instance occurring, you're going to assume that this person you're detaining is a credible threat, or an imminent threat, I should say. I think that's the correct verbiage, imminent threat. Because you find out he's reaching for something. You don't know what it is. It could be a knife, which is, I don't know about you, but I've heard that when you're in close proximity to a knife, that does more damage than an actual, pew pew.
Yeah.
So, but you don't know that going into it. You just see, the detainee reach for something in his jacket pocket, and then next thing you know, that's imminent threat.
Exactly.
I'd respond just like him.
Yeah. So, rule of thumb, don't show up to any protest with a firearm when you're hit. If you're going to carry it, openly carry it so we can see it at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it's right here. I'm carrying my rifle. And then you identify, there's training to where you can identify, the level of threat by the way they're carrying their rifle. Yeah. Carrying at the low ready, that's not considered an actual threat, but that is a level of a threat. But it's at the low ready. He's not pointing it. They're not raising it. Okay, we're watching that guy right there. But when you have one concealed, a pistol, they don't know you have it, and then you start wrestling with the guys, and then you're doing something from what we can see on the video. It looks like you're reaching for something. These guys are on you. You're not following their instructions to get on the ground, and you start reaching for something. Of course, they're already at a heightened state of awareness.
Yeah.
And they want to go home. And at the end of the day, officers do live by a rule. I'm going home at the end of the day. And then there's another thing I was reading about a signal group that he was part of, but I couldn't find it.
You can find it on Cam Higbee.
Okay.
His site or his whatever.
So this is CNN's article on it. And the reason I'm showing CNN's article, because I want people to see how left-leaning pro-activism news networks frame things compared to how your average citizen that saw the same thing, that's getting the same information as these news agencies, same video footage, the same voices on the ground, are seeing it. So here is CNN. What we know so far about the latest killing by the federal agents in Minneapolis police. Okay, federal immigration agents shot and killed a man in Minneapolis Saturday during crowds and protesters. The shooting occurred frigid morning. Let's see. It marks a second death this month linked to the Trump administration's supercharged immigration crackdown.
That frame right there is enough for me to say, turn off.
Yeah. Yep. And, and the reason you were looking at this, because a lot of these activists, when they read articles like this, they don't really read the whole thing. They'll read the headline. We know so far about the latest killing by the federal agent. And then they'll probably go into the middle. Then a keyword would pop out. The man killed, that raises their levels, right?
Yeah.
So they'll skip all of that. They'll see words like shot. They'll see kill. And then they'll start reading that. They'll read his name. They'll go, Alex Pretti. Oh, justice.
Yeah.
37-year-old man, lawful gun owner, and a U.S. citizen. See how they're framing all of this? And what do you think they're trying to frame it as?
Well, I mean, right off rip, for me, what comes to mind is the poisoning the well fallacy. Right now, they're trying to muddy the waters and poison the water source rather than delivering the clear facts. They're trying to stoke some. They're poisoning the well basically by saying he's a law-abiding citizen and he was killed by federal agents that's connected to a fascist regime. Which is the intent. They want to stir up that particular narrative.
Yes, and they're trying to make it sound like federal agents are killing U.S. citizens.
Yeah.
So they'll say a lawful gun owner practicing his Second Amendment constitutional protected right, and a U.S. citizen. They didn't even need to put that part in there, and they highlighted it. And U.S. citizen. All right, what led up to the shooting? So the shooting took place around 9 a.m. local time. The block was lined with restaurants. They're framing it, right? So you're getting visual. Lined with restaurants including Pennsylvania, Malaysian, Chinese cuisine. What the heck does that do? The block is lined with restaurants, including the Peninsula Malaysian cuisine, Christos Greek and German themed Black Forest, Lanza restaurant, and serves East African food. So that part right there.
What?
Now that part, you got it right.
What the relevance of that?
But what do you think they're trying to frame right there? Think about
this happened in a minority community,
an immigrant community. So they're framing it as these ICE agents are hanging out in immigrant communities next to these immigrant establishments, and they're targeting immigrants who are giving back to the economy by creating these
small businesses. Yeah.
Small businesses. Well, you know what you're doing, man. We're way past their tricks. Okay, the Department of Homeland Security said a post on X that agents were conducting targeted operations against undocumented immigrants wanted for violent assault. When one individual approached U.S. border patrol officer with a 9mm semi-automatic gun. Okay, so here's the video. We're not going to show the actual kapow, but can you see that from your end?
I mean, it's small on my end, but I mean, you might as well play it because that way we don't get.
Videos analyzed by CNN appear to show a federal immigration officer removing a gun from Alex Pretti just prior to officers fatally shooting him. One video shows an officer retrieving a weapon that appears to match the firearm DHS says Pretti possessed. The group of officers surrounding Pretti could be heard shouting, "He's got a gun." Just over 1 second after the officer emerges holding the weapon, a shot rings out, followed by at least 9 more. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem commented on the incident, saying,
"The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently. Fearing for his life and for the lives of his fellow officers around him, an agent fired defensive shots."
At no point in any of the videos reviewed by CNN can Pretti be seen wielding a weapon. He is seen carrying a phone camera in one hand earlier in the encounter. The Minneapolis police chief said Pretti was believed to be a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry.
What do you think about the video?
Well, it's not so much the video. I mean, it's kind of weird that we have, all these souped up, phones, iPhone 17 Pro Max and stuff like that. Or the latest updated Samsung Note, Galaxy Note, whatever. And yet that's the kind of footage that we've got. But I don't know. It just to me, it's one of those things where from my vantage point, I don't like how the video reporter, the commentator framed everything.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, I mean, it is CNN, or it wasn't CNN, but CNN took the video that framed it just the way they wanted to.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot more people out there. Yes, they were protesters, and there's probably a lot more video footage out there. Now, the shooting, I don't know. I mean, we couldn't really tell based off that grainy video exactly what happened. They said multiple shots were fired, but I don't remember seeing officers with their weapons drawn firing down at the guy.
I heard that so one theory that's been passed around around conservative talk was the gun misfired and the agents responded to that, and that's why they fired 6 more shots between all of them. Or something.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell.
Right.
So here is another angle. Hang on, I just saw it. Where the hell did it go? There's another angle of a new angle. All right, here's another angle of Pretti. So we're going to show this angle and let you guys determine what you see. Big cheese. Yeah. Sorry, I got to keep clicking back and forth. All right, so this is another angle from that shooting. I'm going to try to pause it before the actual shot goes off. Oh, she said go. Send him out to the wolves, huh?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck people! What the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly!
Oh, damn it. Oops, I tried to pause it.
Hey, so
But-
real quickly,
It's free information. It's all over
It
X.
is.
It's not like I
It
pulled
is.
some.
but at the same time, y'all, this is where super chats are important, because if we get demonetized for this particular video, then
Yeah.
So
I was so into it because
I was too. I was like,
I was trying to
stop it.
watch the weapons, and
Yeah.
from what I saw in that video, the first thing I saw was before the shot, the officer had a gun. He was kind of holding it kind of up. And hang on. I'm not going to play the shooting. Jeez. It's hard, man, to
the
try
sensitivity of YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is sensitive.
Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
I mean, it is, but you know how they can be sensitive.
I
But
know.
it is all over X. It's been shared all over YouTube already. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're showing gore. Because really all it is, you can hear shots.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not going to play it, but so we're going to go frame. So right about here is where they said gun. No, this guy was in front. See the guy in the green, the light green?
Well, the guy in the backpack was dragged up towards the tire of that car before the shot rang off, as far as I can deduce.
The guy in front of him with the blue jeans?
To the left, the guy with the backpack. You see that?
Yeah, I see
orange
him.
backpack?
Yep.
No, with the orange backpack.
Yeah, I
to the
see
left.
him.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the time he was dragged to the tire of that car to the left, that's when I believe the shot rang out.
All right, so there it is. This guy right here, the guy with the blue jeans, he's the one that sees the gun, I think. And he's the one that goes, he's got a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll see him, and they're grabbing it. They're still fighting. See the guy standing right there with the black hoodie on, or the black ski mask, and he's not even reacting to anything, really.
Is he one of those types that were like, well, they got it, so I'm going to stand by? Because that's kind of sort of the deal. That's what it seems like. I could be wrong.
Doesn't this guy right here, all the way to the right, look like he has a weapon in his hand? With the green, light green hoodie.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Is that a glove or a weapon?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
See, I don't see any weapons out. Drawn.
By the ICE agents?
Yeah, I don't see anybody with their weapon drawn out. Oh, that's right when the shot happened, I think.
Yeah, when she put the camera down and starts screaming her head off like a crazed banshee.
And they all walk away after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know how we can really determine exactly what happened. Because that video, to me, from what I see, it's not really clear. We hear things.
Yeah.
But I don't see, like, the officers laying 6 shots into the guy. You know, that would be very distinct from both angles. You'd see them and they posture and they do what they have to do, but I don't know, man.
I mean, you're the firearm expert, and you're the one that has the military training to recognize, in an intense situation where you have 6 guys surrounding a guy who refused to be detained and comply, because he was obstructing a federal investigation. It's one of those things where it's like the guy says gun, and they all react. And then you hear one shot go off, and then right afterwards you hear, 5, 6 other shots go off. But you don't see them with any weapons drawn. So
yeah, I didn't see any. To me, maybe there was. I'm not on the ground. I'm just basing it off. We're basing it off what we're seeing.
Grainy footage.
Yeah, grainy, freaking Nokia flip phone footage.
Right.
Because the type of cameras we have, and in the beginning it was weird. She was like, "Go!" She told him to go.
Yeah.
Like it was all scripted. She was like following him with the angles, and she was in and out, and he was looking back and go, and he goes out in the middle of the street, and he's holding his camera like, ah. Then he gets sprayed in the face.
He did? Yo, your mic just went out. Your mic is fritzing on you. It was from what I've seen. I mean, I can't tell because again, the footage is bad. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro was still getting in the way of things, and you effed around and he found out. I mean, because then you got these monkeys. Because he was in a Signal group chat, literally conspiring to be a part of this riot, putting him literally in harm's way.
Yeah, seeing conservatives blame the man who was executed, pretend he was brandishing a gun, and claim he deserved it for being a Signal group chat. It's just about as horrifying as the video itself. Okay, Audrey. I don't know. Did we ever say he deserved it? Did anyone in the chat here say that the guy that got shot deserved it? Did we say he was brandishing a gun? We said he had one. So you're only hearing what you want to hear.
Exactly.
Go back to your liberal monkey hangout and go talk in your echo chamber over there. We're just dissecting what we see.
Exactly.
If you don't like it, you can kick rocks. It don't matter to us. Bye.
Bye. Feckless twit.
Yeah. This is what they do, though, because
it is true. They do.
They see things their way, and if you see it another way, they get mad at you for not seeing things their way. We see things a way, and we can care less how you guys see it because that's how you see it, and we see it this way. And at the end of the day, when the smoke settles, we're all going to find out the truth. See, we're not emotionally based over here. We're very logical over here. So I don't know, man.
I didn't see them with weapons. Again, like, if they... Again, but I would defer to the officer because you still have this lanky, cross-dressing white guy literally getting in our faces as we're trying to do an investigation. And then I hear... If I was an officer trying to figure this out, and then from I don't know, somewhere behind me, you hear gun. It's like, oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh, he's got a gun, bang. That's probably how I would have reacted too.
And the problem is, if I have a gun on my hip and I'm at a protest where it's very intense, very violent, officers are looking over their shoulders, they're all worried about people around them, they're being attacked. High stress environment, and I show up with a weapon and approach an officer in a very aggressive manner. First thing, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because if I was an officer and you approached me in a manner the way you did, how would you expect them to react? Or how would you expect me to react? And I see a gun on your hip. Very distinct. Oh, this dude has a gun.
Incredible.
Why is he over here in my face? Why is he approaching us? Why is he doing the things he's doing? I don't know, man. We can all assume all day. But of course, the left are going to come in here with their emotional based responses and their boohoo tears.
Yeah.
And we're not even in here saying anyone did anything, really. We're asking questions.
Or they pivot to J6 like this monkey.
Andrew Paul Johnson appointed J6 right to pardon by to stand trial next month. He's been charged with trial. Okay, good. And I hope he goes to jail. I hope they throw him in the bottom of the jail for that. Good. What do you expect us to do? What do you want us to do with that? What do you want us to say? Oh my God, don't send that guy to jail because he's a conservative and he molested kids. No, he doesn't even know. He needs to go to jail. Just like any other freak out there that does stuff like that.
At this point, Audrey's just nothing but a fool.
Yeah. You're not going to win over here with your stupid talking points. Nobody trusts anything you left to say.
And in fact, you know what? Because of Audrey, what's his face's death? What's his name? Alex Pretti, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't care.
There you go.
I don't care. Like, he died. Okay, whatever.
And he has the right to not care. And you can't make him care. Because everybody can feel the way they want to feel. If you care, you care. If you care about a lost life, you care about a lost life. I care about any lives being lost, honestly. But I'm not going to put myself in a stupid situation or a situation I shouldn't be in to where I can lose my life either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
You got to be smart. Protest all day, but don't approach officers with a gun on your hip. Against them, they don't know what you're going to do with that. Mm-hmm. But if he would have shot an officer, you guys would have praised him. He would have been the hero.
Easily.
He would have been the hero. Or like we were saying backstage, Jay, if those two people, Good and Pretti, if they were killed by illegals, they wouldn't even be out there protesting.
Exactly.
They'd just be another American killed. Yeah.
Yep.
They only care about when the people that are told to do a job do it. If people wouldn't die, if people wouldn't put themselves in situations to where at the end of the day, that person that they're trying to hurt, run over with their car, attack, at the end of the day, they're going to protect themselves. Just like any American out here, any citizen, any uniform or out of a uniform will always protect themselves. Mm-hmm. And if you say you wouldn't, you're a liar.
Yeah. Agreed. But at the same time, I'm also kind of sort of white liberal protest fatigued as well. I mean, I'm white liberal fatigued, period. But like the fact that, these people think that their First Amendment right gives them the hall pass to be lawless and to be able to obstruct justice and to be able to obstruct federal investigation. The First Amendment does not give you that right to do that. Again, for the umpteenth time, I think it's important for us to recognize that what they're doing out there is picketing. Poster board on sticks is picketing. If you're going to protest, write up an affidavit. Gather together with your constituents. Say, these are the solutions that we want our government to do. They can't disband you from meeting this way. That's what the First Amendment defends, is the government cannot come in and say, break up this meeting by signing this affidavit. Break it up. They can't do that. The protest is the paperwork. We need to recognize this. And people, especially the monkeys who are outside picketing, they don't get it. They just don't. It's frustrating.
Because they only read certain parts of the Constitution. They forget the part where it says peaceful protests.
Exactly.
They only go to protests. So they think they could do whatever they want, burn down cities, flip over cars, attack people, verbally attack people who don't agree with them on the street that are just
invade churches.
They think they can do all this under the guise of the First Amendment.
Yeah.
Whereas the First Amendment clearly states peaceful protest. If you're just standing on the side of the road, protesting, picketing.
Yeah.
Nobody would have a problem with that. But when you start attacking, disrupting, keeping people from doing their jobs, blocking traffic, burning down cars, burning down cities, beating people up, all this for what? The more you do this, the less people are going to listen to you. The more people are going to turn against your cause. They're not going to be for your cause. It's going to be the only ones that are for your cause are the failures in life. The degenerate, the ones that didn't accomplish anything. Those are always the people out there protesting. They hate themselves and they hate the world that they live in. So they go out there to protest because they got nothing better to do, and they get a nice little paycheck from it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that part, yeah.
Because we all know they're paid. No one's going to stand out there in the cold for free. That's a fact. And at the end of the day, these protests stem from what?
Emotion.
Emotion based off fraud.
Yeah.
This whole we care about Somalis is a cover. They don't care about them.
Good point.
They don't care about them. They never have, because the Somalis don't care about you guys.
Yeah.
This is a cover for the fraud that has been exposed. So in order to cover the fraud, to take the eyes off these leaders in charge, the Elon Omar, the Tim Walz, the Michael Ellison,
Jacob Frey.
Yep, all of those people. We're going to go stir the pot, and we're going to pay people to do it for us while we sit back and cry like, oh, my God, we want peace.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't try to fool us with your protests. We know you guys are out there getting paid, some of you. And some of you are just low IQ people who need to be in the soon coming insane asylums.
I agree.
But good things Tim Walz and Donald Trump had a talk, and they talked it out. And Tim Walz agrees with Donald Trump.
So then why make a press conference telling his Minnesota citizens to get out there and cause a disturbance for the rights of your neighbors, your Somali brothers and sisters, behind his gated community?
Because he's trying to get reelected. And in order for him to get reelected, he has to show the people that are out there protesting that he supports them if he wants their support. But he's not even running, so it doesn't matter. It's to keep Democrats in office.
That's fair.
He doesn't care. One call with Donald Trump. Donald Trump said they had a nice little conversation. And Tim Walz agrees that illegal immigration is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Trump had a little more to say to him. He's like, look, Timmy, listen, we know what you did. I'll let you off easy if you just work with me. And Tim was like, okay.
I won't be so Tim-tarded anymore.
Yeah, and these people just don't get it, man. The more they do this, Trump's not going to back down. What makes them think for a second Trump's going to be like, you know what? Let them have the city. I don't care. Let them burn it down. Trump's not going to do that. Trump's going to be like, no.
Personally, I know he won't, but I think it would be a boss move if Trump were to say, okay, fine. You want illegal immigration? You want unfettered all of this stuff? Cool. ICE, pull out. Like, transmit every single illegal immigrant in the United States and just transfer them to Minnesota and then cut federal funding.
Yep. And if they leave for any reason, they will be deported and not be able to come back.
Yes.
So you could turn Minnesota to any Mogadishu, Baghdad, Tijuana, any place you want, Iran. Just turn it into all that. Little Chinatown.
Right. Yeah.
Turn it into all that.
Yeah.
And then once you're there, this is for the illegals. Once you're there, if you want to be in America so bad, you get no federal funding and you can't. Give them what they want. Give the people what they want.
Yeah, I think that would be a boss move, partly because if the Somalis are running their stuff the way they do, I mean, Mogadishu is not far behind. Somali soda will be Somali soda, and then in turn, if you want federal funding, then Trump should just deal it out in little tiny increments, only to simply address the mass deportation. But again, I don't think he would, but I would like to see him pull a boss move like that to basically just say, hey, okay, fine, ICE, pull out. Oh, wait, hold on a second, Minnesota. We're just going to go ahead and take every single legal immigrant, shove it into Minnesota. Y'all can deal with it because you love them so much. We'll give them to you. And by the way, no federal funding on our hand. You guys take care of this. You're more than capable.
Yep, and they'd be begging for help.
Easily.
After give them a good 6 months, they'd be begging for help.
You're generous. 6 months?
I said give them 6 months.
Okay.
I would give them 6 months before the people were like, I can't take it no more.
Yeah.
I can't. We got to do something. We got to do something. No, they tried to do something.
Yeah.
And you guys were against it. Again, these protests has nothing to do with immigration. Nothing to do with immigration. This is a cover, again, for the fraud, waste, and abuse that's happening with the politicians associated with that state.
Right.
It's a cover.
Yeah.
To take your eyes off of this while we figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to lie and how we're going to twist the truth. And we're going to have them protest what's going on.
Yeah.
We're going to have them do all this, and then we'll have it figured out by the time the protest ends, because we're not going to last long because Donald Trump's going to come in and thump them.
And I think this also has something to do with the midterms as well.
Yeah. But the thing, look, Donald Trump is not going to, again, this dude's not dumb.
Mm-hmm.
He knows exactly what's going on there. Just like you said, midterms, fraud, all that. He knows this is why this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
So he's already prepared for all of that. And when he goes in and cleans it up, Tom Homan's going to go talk to Walls. And Tom Homan's a big dude. He's going to have a long talk, like the mafia style talk.
Yeah.
Tim Walls is going to be sitting there like, okay, I play baseball. And he's going to listen. He's going to listen.
Yeah.
They're going to clean it up.
I mean, I can only hope. And honestly, Minnesota is a great state. It's a beautiful state. And for it to degenerate into this sort of craze is a little disconcerting, but then at the same time, you get what you vote for. And you voted for a degenerate monkey like Tim Walz.
And it's all done by design, man. All of this.
That's true.
Everything happening, man. The more you take a step back from, the whole political fight of it.
Mm-hmm.
Take a step back, be the observer, and really ask yourself, does this just happen by chance? No. This is all done by design.
Right.
It's a way to shake up the system so people, whoever they are, behind the scenes, in front of the camera, can move their money and do whatever they have to do before the hammer comes down on them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing things right now behind the scenes, getting rid of stuff because they know that they're going down. So they have to do something before that happens. So they're just there to shake it up. Let's say next week, it'll be over. It'll be over, I believe. Because are we even talking about that good lady anymore?
No, because we had a new victim.
Yeah, so there's another victim, and then it's always going to be like that. Oh my God, good. They have murals of her and memes, and
do they really, Artie?
Yeah, well, not there, just people painting and stuff you see on social media.
Gotcha.
It's all about her. Now they have her and Pretti together in a picture, and he's like got angel wings, and she's crying. And it's just weird, odd behavior.
Speaking of which, did you see Marlon's meme on his TikTok?
About
it's how's Minnesota, and then you got Pretti good.
Yeah. Picture. And again, and the powers to be had to make sure they weren't black people that were getting killed, because that was
right.
Really.
Oh, that would set them off.
Yeah, so they had to put it.
It's time for white people.
And he was a nurse, and he was this, and they got to frame it. He was a nurse, a law-abiding U.S. citizen who was a gun American. Why was he out there then? If he was law-abiding, why was he out there causing a public disturbance, which is illegal?
I mean, this has nothing to do with it necessarily, but isn't he also like a weird sort of cross-dressing clown too? I saw pictures.
That's another guy. Well, I think that might have been him, but I think you're talking about that Antifa guy.
Oh, well, I did see something like that too.
We're going to show him, but this is the head of DHS, or not DHS. What is this guy? I forget this guy.
Homan?
No, not Home. The other guy. This guy.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
All right, last question right now.
Yeah.
Bovina.
Eric Shalhoub from KCB. Thank you for taking our questions. People in Minnesota want to know when this surge will end. Has there been a date set? Is there a certain number of people you want to apprehend before you decide to ease the surge? You've seen DOJ filings that put a number at over 60,000 people. Explain to folks how long you're going to be here and why.
As Marcos's team and U.S. Border Patrol work together, and we continue to apprehend dozens, if not hundreds, of these criminal illegal aliens a day, we're going to continue conducting that mission. We're not going to put a date or a timeline to stop this mission. This mission's ongoing until there are no more of those criminal illegal aliens roaming the streets of Minneapolis.
Is there a number, though? You have to have a file.
There is a number, and it's called all of them.
Hell yeah.
Manny, bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
So if you're in the country legally, you got a problem.
Hey, that's a fair answer.
Yeah. I mean, can you put a number on it?
Well, but because that means then, so if you apprehend 100,000, that means that the other 200,000 are going to be left behind because you met your quota. No, get them all out.
Yeah, I agree. All of them. He said illegal aliens.
Yeah,
Get them all out and until it's over and done with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, until we can figure out who these people are, like we've always been saying, what type of benefits are these people receiving? You know, it's all about money, man. Follow the money, because as long as these immigrants, these illegal immigrants, not the legal ones who did the right thing, who did the right paperwork, applied for their citizenship, not those people. We're talking about these ones that are sneaking and hiding in corners and hiding here and hiding there and receiving benefits.
Right.
It's all about the money, because as long as those people are on the books receiving benefits, that state gets funding for all those people.
Yeah.
Everything's the dollar, man. And this is why they're upset. They don't care about illegal immigrants. They care about how many votes they can receive from them illegally. And they care about how much funding they receive from enrolling these illegals in all these programs that are meant for the American citizen.
Yeah. I agree. It's and for people to not see it, though, that's the frustrating thing, is that this is happening in your own backyard. And I heard it said that if Nick Shirley wasn't there, imagine what was that? If Nick Shirley wasn't there to expose the fraud, Somali fraud, would anybody have known that this was going on in their backyard?
Nope.
So,
and that's a good point, Jay, because you say it a lot on this show. You say focus on your local elections, focus on those local politicians.
Yes,
we're so hyper focused on the president and the Congress and the House and Senate and all that stuff outside of your own community.
Yeah.
So while we're focused on the outside, worrying about if Donald Trump was an insurrectionist or some crap, your local community are allowing people in and doing stuff like this.
Yes.
With all this fraud, and they're moving money, giving these citizens, these people that aren't citizens, all this money that are meant for the American people, while you guys are out there hyper focused on the big picture, the little picture that you live in. They're conducting all this fraud, and then it gets out of hand, and next thing you know, it's too late. So you need to start focusing on what those local governments are doing, your state, local, city, county, all that stuff.
Yep.
Start focusing on what they're doing, what moves they're making behind the scenes, what type of money are they moving.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get out of hand like that. Next thing you know, we won't have people coming in snatching people up off the streets that aren't supposed to be here.
Agreed. So I mean that's why, especially when it comes, and that's the reason why I think that's what frustrates me about our team, the Republicans, center right, far right side. We are toothless lions. You know, we talk a good game, but at the end of the day, it's like we don't do anything. Primaries, we don't show up. Midterms, we don't show up. Local elections, we don't show up. And then next thing you know, you have an elementary school teacher who is a tranny, furry type person who's reading, what amounts to a gay sex novel to your kids. It's like, what happened? Well, you didn't show up.
That's right. And one thing we do good, TikTok videos. We will do some
change right there.
We will do some TikTok videos talking about what we disagree with all day. But like you said, some of them won't show up. Now, there are ones that show up. There are ones that actually show up. But there's some others out there that will do a cute little video, talk all this, raw, and not show up. And not show up, not do anything.
And that's what's frustrating. And one creator by the name of Logic and Liberty said that what is it? That the left are out of their mind and the right are weak, or the right are something to the extent of useless or weak or incompetent. And I agree. We on our team, we don't show up, and that's what hurts us the most. So
Yeah, and the right's really good at breaking down things logically. You know, that's one thing the right can do. They can look at something and say, and give an explanation on it in a logical manner.
Yes.
When it comes to the left, it's all emotion.
You're right. It is.
Yep, I agree.
It is true. Facts. So I don't know, but at the end of the day, when it comes to Alex here, I don't care.
I mean, again, you'll hear this all the time. American citizens die every single day at the hands of other American citizens. And no one talks about it the way they talk about these two people, or the last deaths that happened, the highlighted deaths, the highlighted murders. The little girl that got shot in their neighborhood that wasn't highlighted. Nobody cares about that.
Right.
The hundreds of children that are getting murdered in the streets every day around the country. No one cares about that because it's not talked about. They're just, it's not good enough to talk about. But some people on camera that get killed on camera because of high profile events going on in our country, that's talked about for weeks.
Right.
And I don't think when Jay says he doesn't care, I believe he's just saying, what do you want him to do about it? His life's not going to revolve around the death of this guy he doesn't know.
Yes, there is that.
Well, I'm not speaking for him. That's just me saying.
But no, what I mean by I don't care is you want me to have empathy for a guy that, you know, effed around and found out.
Yeah.
You want, but then you want me to, you know, have civility and discourse, but you kind of sort of took the guy out that wanted that civility and discourse.
That's true.
You murdered him. And now I'm supposed to have civility and discourse with you people? Kick rocks.
That's true. You know, the left, whenever they win an election or they win something, they want to extend the olive branch.
Exactly.
Every single time. We're going to extend the olive branch. Let's just come together. Let's come together with our brothers and sisters on the right. And we can sit down and talk about it. When it's our guy in office, they're burning down cities, bashing people over the head. We're fascists, racists, Nazis, Islamophobes, homophobes, every phobia in the book. While the person we voted for is in office. But when their guy gets in office, we don't do that, though. We might talk mess about the president, you know, laugh at him like Joe Biden.
He's a dementia monkey.
Yeah, we're not out here burning down whole neighborhoods and picketing in the streets. That doesn't accomplish anything.
Exactly.
You're just making people matter, and you're just raising the security measures. It's making it harder on yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
So
speaking of monkeys, you know, Antifa, they're full of monkeys.
Yes,
This guy. So we're gonna end with this Antifa cross-dressing leader. Yeah, we'll let you guys. It's about a minute, a little over a minute long, but yeah, this guy's Antifa, and he's gonna fight.
My name is Kyle. I'm Antifa, and there's so much rage in me that I've had to record this like 15 times trying to get the message out.
Yeah.
They fucked up. Okay? Go watch my other videos. Doesn't matter if you're not here and you're not caught up. You missed the fucking fight. But if you are, it's time to suit up. Boots on the ground. Nicollet and fucking 26th. My house is 4 blocks away. Anywhere between Franklin and Nicollet and 26th and Nicollet. Show up. Ready to.
Did he just dox himself?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
Look, these Antifa guys are so edgy. You know, when I was in Texas, right, and we did a freedom of speech march in downtown Austin, and you know, it was just starting, and people were coming in, and a whole bunch of Antifa shows up. And they all talk like this edgy, tough, wannabe, I don't know what the heck he thinks he's going to do.
Militant tough guy.
Militant, yeah, kind of tough guy, Red Dawn type of Mad Max style talk.
Not Mad Max.
Yeah, it's Mad Max. They want a utopia, man, and he's going to be the leader of it.
Oh, that's true. He is given that. He's given that.
Of the cross-dressers. And it's here.
Go. Okay, not talking about peaceful protests anymore. We're not talking about having polite conversations anymore. I am talking specifically to my fucking followers. This is everything I have fucking talked about, and this is exactly what I said was gonna happen. This is exactly what I said was gonna fucking come when we didn't fucking go and march on fucking Whipple with guns. Sorry, but welcome to America 2026, where Second Amendment is the only thing that's going to keep you fucking protected from literal fucking Nazi gunmen that are killing innocent people in the street with impunity. This is not a fucking joke. There's nothing fun to chant about it. Get your fucking guns and stop these fucking people.
That was cute. Cute talk. There's another one about him. So,
hoorah! Way to galvanize everybody.
Yeah, he really motivated me to. Oh yeah, so this is that tough guy. This is that militant. And God, he's just so intimidating. I just have to show him in his true form, where it's kind of intimidating right here. I wouldn't want to be alone in a room with him the way he looks right here. Just to let you know. Yeah. So yeah, that's the militant Antifa leader. Yeah. That's him right there in the red dress.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
He's so tough. There was another one of him dancing.
Oh, please God, no.
Oh, look who that is. Weirdo. Yeah, there was another one of him dancing, but yeah, that's who we're dealing with. And you know, when Trump talked about opening up the insane asylums and everything, that's not normal behavior from that guy.
It can't be.
He can't be right up here. So yes.
But you know, hey, viva la revolucion, I guess.
Viva la revolucion. Hey, so those are the guys you got to watch out for. Those are the guys who they want a civil war so bad. They want a revolution. They want another. What's that? Chads. You know what I mean? They want blood in the streets, and they will do anything to get that. So
and that you say that's a good point. Like these people are serious about you know not wanting to have discourse. They're serious about it. So at that point, you know, we should take them seriously. That's a good point.
Yeah. And what makes them think they'll win?
Their heels.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? You know, Trump does have a machine called the discombobulator. And I think the testing ground was when he went to go get Maduro, and they tested it out. So just imagine, Trump pulls everyone out of Minnesota, troops, National Guard, ICE agents, police, and you let these little monkeys build up their little Chaz areas, their little communities within a community, and they're all sitting out there celebrating. You hit them with that discombobulator, and watch them all crumble.
I would like
then
to see
you send
that.
in the big boys. You send in the big boys.
Yeah.
And then you squash it, and you make that place be an example for all the rest of these cities.
Yeah, that's true.
Like protest, but you know, disorder will not be tolerated. Harming others will not be tolerated. Burning others' property will not be tolerated. Yeah. If you want to stand on this corner and protest. But the minute you start affecting others' lives, that's not a protest. That's illegal.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed.
But yeah, they're delusional. And it's going to be very interesting this week. It's going to be very interesting. So I think Trump is tired of it himself. I think Homan's tired of it. I think Hegseth, they're all just tired of it. And Noam, they're all tired of it. Yeah. And it needs to end. And I think they're going to end it this week.
Do you think Trump is going to insurrection act?
Well, I think he's going to try to talk to Tim Walz. And he already did. And that's probably something he told him. He was like, look, Timmy boy, Timmy. He was like, I don't want to freaking have the insurrection. I do, enact the Insurrection Act. I don't want to have to do that.
Right.
But I will.
Yeah.
I will. So you need to figure something out and work with our guys so we can get these illegals out of here so you can have your city back. Until that's cleaned up and until the illegals are gone, until the violence stops, they're not leaving. And he was like, yeah, I don't want the Insurrection Act coming in because it would be over. It would be over.
Exactly.
So I think Trump, this is just me, I think Trump talked to him, warned him of the Insurrection Act, let him know that there is a possibility that I might enact the Insurrection Act. So you need to figure something out. I'm going to let you and my guy talk, and you guys come together with a solution. If you can't come up with a solution, as the President of the United States, it is my job to maintain national security, and I will do what I have to do to squash it.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
That's a fair assessment, yeah.
Timmy was like, okay. Okay, I like baseball. I play baseball. Big Tom, Big Tom, he's big dude. He's probably like, look here, Jim. I'm the captain.
Basically. Why not at this point?
I'm the captain now. So, he's like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully no one else gets killed because we don't need any more martyrs out there. And, people need to learn from this that attacking anyone that's especially a federal agent or someone with some type of lawful authority, attacking them is never going to work out in your favor.
Yeah.
So like Jay said, if you want to go to your local government, a local congressman or your local councilman and everything, do that. Put it in writing, an affidavit. Go stand in front of them. Tell them what you want. That's the way it gets done. They have to take that and read it, and then they'll determine, okay, is this something that we want to vote on? But you disrupting something that's being legally done, you're not gonna win. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, no amount of picketing and disrupting is going to make the change that you want.
Yep.
And these people who are picketing out there in the snow and getting themselves, putting themselves in harm's way. At the end of the day, ICE's job is still going to be accomplished, and you've done nothing except leave behind your family and get yourself on a T-shirt.
Yep, you've done nothing but made them more alert, make them more hyper vigilant.
That part, yeah.
And just put more boots on the ground to where now they're going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Including National Guard. And you have another whole unit on standby to show up. So you guys be careful what you wish for, because when the big active duty boys start jumping into there, it's not going to be, it's not what you want, man.
Yeah.
So just calm down, have your little protest, leave the officers alone, let them do their job. And then if you have a problem with it, take it up with your local government, and they'll take it up with your state government.
Yep.
And they'll take it up to all the way up. It goes all the way up. That's the way it works.
Yep.
But anyways, viva la resistance.
Now
they act like this is Le Miserable. This ain't Le Miserable, man. You guys saw the end of that movie. You saw what happened. You ever seen Les Mis?
Oh,
the French Revolution.
Not really.
Yeah. Well, go and watch Les Mis. It's the French Revolution musical. It's on YouTube for free. Watch it and just go all the way to the end and watch or the movie. Watch the movie. Just go all the way to the end and watch what happens at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this ain't that for all you protesters out there. Anyways, you got anything else, Jay? Take us out.
Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid, and don't post your stupidity on the internet.
Yes. Stay off the streets. It's cold. Take care of yourself and your families. Things outside of you that's happening outside of you, you have no control over that. The only thing you can control is how you react and taking care of you and yours and those closest to you.
Right.
Take care of them. Those are your priorities.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you'll be good. Whatever happens outside of you happens. It's not. It's outside of our control.
Right.
Anyways, Jay, go ahead and take some.
So like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.